So, good morning. This is not a scary Wuhan video. It's not a video that's going to connect it to Billie Eilish or to the 1976 Olympics, which are interesting. I'll leave a link so if you want to watch them. But I happened upon an article, of course, Zero Hedge, about the death rate is up 5%. Harrowing admission of Dr. Peng Xiang, Director of Acute Medical at Wuhan South Central. So, I thought we'd take a look. And what I ended up doing was I found the website who did the article, and it was called meshdigital.com. So I went to see, no, it wasn't Mesh Digital, it was somebody else. Sorry about that. But the Mesh Digital turned out to be the hosting company for that particular article. And so we went to Mesh Digital, and it's just some company that you can't really find much on. I'm only showing you this just because I don't take what I say for granted. I don't take what I say flippantly. I don't make videos unless I think there's something really to tell. So back to the article. You can find it at all these different places. Everybody picked it up except for the mainstream media for some reason. I didn't block it out on my search. Wikipedia, there's no ABC, NBC, CNN, MSNBC. There's nothing like that is mentioning what this interview with this good doctor had to say. Oh, there it is. That's where I found him. So this is stemcellclinic.net, and that led to the other two links I showed you, which was apparently irrelevant. So let's move on. Here's the article, and you can see the inflammatory headline a little bit. A harrowing admission of a Wuhan doctor. So you can, of course, click it and read what's going on. But put on your ad blocker because Zero Hedge is bad with ads. So they go on to tell a little background, and they talk to him about what's going on. And what's important, I think, this is like the only important part of the whole thing. Because A, we don't know who started it. We don't know how far it's spread. We don't know how far it's going to spread. But somebody asked him, based on your clinical experience, what's the disease progression of the new coronavirus? Lately I've been spending the daytime seeing patients in the ICU and doing some research in the evenings. I just wrote a thesis. I drew on data from 138 cases at the South Central Hospital from January 7th to the 28th. So out of 138 cases for nearly a month is where he took his information. I've observed that the breakout period for the novel coronavirus tends to be 3 weeks, as opposed to the 2 weeks that everybody's spouting in the media and on these other channels. So I think 3 weeks is important. If you're traveling, if you know people that have traveled, it's something to pay attention to. From the onset of symptoms to developing difficulties breathing, 3 weeks. Basically going from mild to severe symptoms takes about a week. There are all sorts of mild symptoms. Feebleness, shortness of breath. Some people have fever, some people don't. Based on studies of our 138 cases, and this is according to the doctor, the most common symptom in the first stage are fever, 98.6% of cases. Feebleness, 69.6%. So muscle soreness, joint pain, not wanting to do anything. Cough, 59.4%. Nearly 60% have a cough. 35% have muscle pains. Maybe they want something different by feebleness. Difficulty breathing, 31% in the first week. Less common symptoms include headache, dizziness, stomach pain, diarrhea, nausea, vomiting. So, there's a list of symptoms that I haven't heard from any other source, and a true timeline for the breakout period. It seems to be 3 weeks. So I think that might change things a little bit, at least in my perspective. I don't know if I feel for these people. They don't have a whole lot. They're doing what they can to try to stay safe. I'll tell you what, I'm going over to Harbor Freight and pick up some masks, and I'm just going to do it. I'm going to take them to the old people in my life. I already have these gloves, or not the purple ones, but the scary black ones you've seen. Or if you haven't watched those videos about me making food with scary black gloves, do it and leave me a comment, because I think it's crazy. So we'll see what happens. When he first told them, this is what's going on, they had like 17 beds, and they filled those 17 beds up in 3 days. And I'm not going over the numbers, because you can find the numbers whatever those numbers mean. I just wanted you to be aware of your symptoms if you have any. If you have a fever and you're starting to feel like you have the flu, and you've been to China or you know somebody who's been to China, maybe not the Chinese restaurant down the street, but you know what I'm saying. Just keep in mind, pay attention, watch out for yourself, your family, and your loved ones. Send a prayer, send good thoughts, and leave a comment if you like to. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.